I don't know. I honestly, God, I really don't know. But I must say that odds are definitely towards Lomachenko to win this fight because of these reasons. One, Rigondeaux, we haven't seen much of him in recent years. Another reason is he's 37 years of age. I mean, I wish this fight could have happened a long time ago. And also the weight difference, going up two weight divisions, man, to make this fight happen. I mean, I got much respect to Rigo, but 2 weight divisions to make this fight happen, that's pretty impressive. And I remember going 12 hard rounds with him. He always brings it each time out, headbangers all day. And they come to fight. He comes to fight, man. He's a workaholic. He works extremely hard. I mean, I don't know if you know his backstory. Been homeless. Him and his brother been on the streets. I mean, Lamont Peterson needs to go back to that, man. He needs to realize and think about where he's came from, man, and where he's been and how he felt when he was out there. And I think that will catapult him to do something even greater than what he even thought he can do, you know, in this fight against Errol Spence. But Errol Spence, to me, right now, is one of the top welterweights, right along with Keith Thurman. There's a new fish coming up in town. His name is Terence Crawford. That's coming up to 147 pounds, who I think right now is the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the game. Who's going to test these guys too if they're getting in the ring with them.
Talking about Terence Crawford moving up to 147, you know, everybody sees him as #1 pound-for-pound. You know, for those doubters, who does Terence Crawford have to be at the welterweight division to proclaim that #1 spot, pound-for-pound in welterweight division?
Well, I mean, there's a couple of things you can look at. The reason why he's #1 pound-for-pound. In my opinion, he's #1 pound-for-pound because what he's done so far. I mean, you can look at opposition or whatever, but he's unified it. He unified the world championship at 140 pounds. He's done something that no one has ever done in the history of boxing. All the titles, IBO, you name it, all the ring, you name it, WBO. I mean, you name it, man. He's unified all the titles at that weight class. He cleaned it out, you know, cleaned it out. Then he's gonna go up and plus, not to mention, he's taken out 2 gold medalists. You can call it what you want to call it. You got Lomachenko fighting against Rigondeaux, 2 weight divisions lower. I mean, you can call it the weight or whatever. But Terence Crawford not only is fighting these guys, but it's how he is looking in the fight. How Terence Crawford is looking. Terence Crawford is knocking these guys out. He's getting rid of them. Left-handed, right-handed, you name it. And that's the reason why I feel in my heart that Terence Crawford deserved the #1 spot. If Andre Ward was here, Andre Ward, in my opinion, would be #1. Due to the fact that winning the Super 6, dominating his division, cleaning up everything, not losing the whole 9. Andre Ward would be that guy, but he's not here, so it's Terence Crawford.
Top rank is now in the ESPN. You know, Bob Aaron mentioned yesterday that he's willing to work with Showtime, especially in the welterweight division where most of the welterweight fighters are in Showtime. What is your reaction towards that? Does that make sense? You know, financial.
Listen, at the end of the day, I mean, I retired now. I retired for various numerous reasons. But, you know, one of those reasons is that, hey, if I can't fight at the highest level in boxing, why continue on the fight, man? You know, I mean, I want to fight the best guys out there. You know, and if I can't do that because of business circumstances, why do I want to be in it, man? You know, why? What's the point? So I hope it's not smoke that Bob Arum is talking. I hope it's real. I want to see Terence Crawford. I want to see all these other guys against, you know, these top opposition against these guys that's on Showtime. I want to see these fights, man. These are the fights that the fans want to see. Just like this fight, the fight fans want to see this fight. I'm so happy that Top Rank made this deal, and I'm happy that both guys took the fight, man, because I want to see. Honestly, tonight I want to see if Lomachenko can decode that Cuban style, even though I know he beat about 6 or 7 Cubans in the amateurs on the rise up. But I want to see if he can do this against Rigondeaux, you know. And I want to see what's left, what Rigo has. I want to see what Rigo has, what's left of him, you know, because we haven't seen much of him, because nobody wants to fight him. Rigondeaux so good, no one wants to fight him, you know. So Lomachenko stood up to the plate and said, hey, I'll fight you, but you got to come up and see me.
As a fighter, if you had to return to ring one more time, who will be that opponent to close out your career if you had to return?
I've always, it's funny you ask me that question, and no one's here to stop me to say this. So I've said this, and I've said this to my wife included. I said, before I die, if I saw Amir Khan in the street, I could be in the wheelchair, I would run his ass over, literally. So with that being said, with that being said, if I was to come back some miraculous way and fight somebody, that's who it would be. It would be Amir Khan.
Cheyenne with Blue Blood Sports TV. So I want to ask you, Tim, I know you said that Amir Khan would be the fight that you come back for, but a fight that I always wanted to see, and I can't speak for all the fans, but I would love to see you against Floyd Mayweather, and he's talked about he might come back for one more fight. What you think about that?
If it doesn't make dollars, then it don't make sense. That's Floyd Mayweather method, man, and he's $100 million man. You know, he won't get in the ring for no less than that. I don't think so. But I mean, that's a fight that I've always wanted to have, and I didn't get it. I didn't get an opportunity to. It's a possibility that I could have had that fight, but I wasn't willing to take the chances on losing on other opportunities to risk that, to have a fight with Floyd Mayweather. Amir Khan thought he had a fight with Floyd Mayweather until the fight fell through. Floyd said, no, I'm going a different route. So I've always wanted to see if I could test my skills against Floyd Mayweather. Great champion, in my eyes, good person. You know, I've met him personally. He does a lot of great things that people don't talk about, but at the same time, it's my opinion. It's what it is. Yep.
Another thing is Devin Alexander. I know that was a foe of yours coming up, and he made his comeback.
I'm so happy for my man Devin. I'm so happy for Devin for a couple of reasons, man. I'm happy for Devin because I'm glad that he has found himself, man. You know, drug addiction, any kind of addiction, man, it really affects you. And I'm so happy that he got his life back. He looked superb in his last fight, in my opinion. I thought he looked good. He fought against a game opponent, been out for over 2 years, man, and he looked fantastic. He looked better than when he was raining, doing his thing. So I'm happy for you, Devin. Good job, and keep it up, man. Keep it up, no doubt.
Okay, another question I have. I personally don't believe that fighters are scared of other fighters, but there's a rumor going around that Keith Thurman is afraid of Errol Spence. What you think about that?
Keith Thurman ain't afraid of nobody, man. I'm gonna keep real with you, bro. It's not only is it oh, I'm better than you. It's a business side of boxing too. I heard what he said about Crawford, and Crawford need to come up and he needs to fight somebody. I mean, I heard about all of that, man. I mean, I get it, but I honestly feel that Keith Thurman is basically trying to be a businessman.
Right.
Literally, that's it. He's trying to milk that cow as long as he can. But I will give him this: he is fighting. He is a unified world champion.
Right.
He is a unified world champion now. Thurman has fought against Sean Porter. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's fought against some good opposition out there to unify that championship. So you got to give the man respect. You got to give him respect. So, but I would love to see him fight against Errol Spence.
Right.
I would love to see him fight against Sean Porter maybe again, because there was a close matchup. But I think that's a guy right there that has a star by his name in the welterweight division. As being a man because of his accolades, because of what he accomplished, so far. But I think that Errol Spence is on the rise, and now we got Terence Crawford, and Sean Porter is still a dangerous guy, man, in the division. And don't forget about Garcia. Don't forget about Garcia.
Right.
Garcia, just because he lost to Thurman, that don't mean that he ain't nothing, man. Garcia can fight. Don't get it twisted. He can fight. Fought the wrong game plan, but he can fight, man, too. So it's a loaded division, man, and there's a lot of young talent that's coming up.
And another thing is the heavyweights is making a name again.
Yeah.
What do you think about the Anthony Joshua Deontay Wilder situation?
What? I don't care what anybody say. When you hit a guy in the front on the chin, and he start reaching back here like he got hit behind the head, you can hit. I mean, no, he hit you right here, buddy. No, he hit you right here. And if you start, he was like, oh my God, he hit me behind the head. The ref was like, nah, he hit you behind the head. No, he punched straight through his guard. That's nasty power. And if I was Anthony Joshua, I would do this. I would say, hey, the business side of boxing now, man. We're gonna have to talk maybe a year from now. That's the business side of boxing.
Right.
But when a guy call your name like that and say, hey, I want you. Joshua just defeated Klitschko now.
Right.
It's hard to defeat a guy like Klitschko. He reigned for many years, so I think that Joshua has to fight him. Has to fight him.
Right.
You know, has to. So I think it's a great matchup. Joshua was probably one of the most athletic heavyweights I've seen in a long time. Very athletic, has a lot of skill. But that right hand. You saw Klitschko land him.
Yeah.
Now you know if my man went in that right hand, it's over.
Yep.
It's over. So I don't know. It's a fight. It's a fight that I want to see, man. It's a fight that I want to see, and fight fans too want to see the fight. And eventually it happen, man. We just got to be patient.
Yeah. So that's all I got for y'all. Blue Blood Sports TV. I'm here with Tim Bradley.
Got it. Good.
Hey, you have just finished watching Blue Blood Sports TV. Don't forget to hit the bell icon for notifications, the like button, and most importantly, the subscribe button. See you soon.